From time to time, a mythical tomb island that travels the universe on 9 celestial dragons approaches our planet. The island holds a powerful artifact, and this is an incredible opportunity for all warriors seeking deification to get closer to their goal. In order to avoid a massacre, representatives of different sects organize a tournament, the winner of which will go to this island, but the next competition does not go according to plan. The island gets several of the best, and the battle continues there. The Chinese online movie industry has always been highly productive, and considering that mythological fantasy is one of the most popular genres, it's not hard to guess that the plots of such movies are so overused. This is one of the reasons why the producers of such films grab almost any opportunity for a film adaptation. Authors of novels, after all, think through their worlds and stories more thoroughly than a lone screenwriter with only a few weeks to script a feature film would. The Forbidden Zone is based on a series of online books by an author named Qi-Wei. They were published between 2010 and 2013 and consist of over 1,500 chapters. This fantasy series about superheroes who seek deification and control of the universe has complicated laws and rules, but for the first movie in this franchise, Qi-Wei, together with the screenwriter of sci-fi films See the Sea and Earth Rescue Day Wang Zixin, came up with a relatively simple story that explains the rules of the game and immerses you in this world. At its center is a kind of Chinese Flash named Shu-Guang, a perky kid who can move fast, but doesn't really got gold of his powers yet. He gets involved in a battle for an ancient artifact under the pressure of circumstances, but gradually comes to the forefront and even discovers the secret of the Emperor of the Universe. All this may sound like an ordinary Chinese fantasy movie, but we must give the authors credit. It looks, sounds and even tells the story in a rather unusual and compelling way. The feeling of déjà vu, if there is any, is present in some details, but in a global sense we get an original, exciting story, on a scale, by the way, much wider than usual. At some point Shu-Guang literally flies into the Earth's orbit. The movie also captivates with its visuals. Forbidden Zone obviously cost more than a typical online movie, and the authors spent the extra money not on special effects, but on extremely juicy action and expensive, inventive shooting style. The camera flies, everything around sparkles and shimmers, the fights are brimming with fantasy and epic scope. And although The Forbidden Zone can hardly be ranked among the best Chinese fantasy action films from Sui Hark or Zhang Yimou, it is definitely one of the most impressive and unusual films of its kind. And, most surprisingly, it appeared at a time when it began to seem that the genre had already exhausted itself.